And a good morning to all of you. I am so glad to see you here this morning. I hope you had a fabulous week. I hope you're going to have a fabulous Friday and an even better weekend. I am coming to you from the past because, like I said, today while you're watching it, I'm actually on a field trip in Chicago with my daughter and her school, and I am so excited. I'm sure I'm exhausted, but having a fabulous time. So I want to know. Let me know in the comments below, please, what you did today, what you got read today. Let me know how you're doing on your D&D sheet. Let me know what your plans are for the weekend and so on. In fact, today I have something special for you that I hinted at last week in our live sprint, and that is instead of the 10-minute discussion in between these sprints, I'm going to have the new and improved D&D sheet walkthrough. So if you have no desire to do it, you can just skip forward 10 minutes, and then bam, we'll be right there back with our ambience, and I will be ambiance, however you pronounce it. I will be right back there with that. And we will be doing 45-minute sprints today, 4 of them. So you can set your Fitbit or your phone or timer, whatever you want. 45 minutes of our activity of being productive or reading, and 10 minutes of the video. That's how today's going to go, I hope. The cats are unusually crazy this morning, so we may see some hopping up of fur friends here. And I think that's all I have to say at this moment. And that's Stevie. And by now, your bookmarks should be sent to you digitally already. If you wanted physical ones, your bookmarks and stickers and stuff are coming towards you. So, because I spent last weekend doing that. So I hope you guys are enjoying those as you're getting them. If you have any questions whatsoever after this video, which it is a little over 30 minutes, so it's going to be during, all of our sprint breaks, let me know below, let me know Instagram, let me know Discord, however you want. I'm happy to answer any questions as always. With that, I do like to give you a little piece of news. So the cicadas, prepare yourself this summer because apparently we're going to get 1 trillion cicadas coming out, everybody. The 17-year brood and the 13-year brood are crossing over, and both sets are coming up from the ground and out of their little, eggs and cocoons for the first time since 1803. It's going to be bugpocalypse. So everybody be prepared for that. And without further ado, set your watch. Let's enjoy a nice 45-minute sprint. Happy reading, happy productivity. I will see you all back here in 45. And we are back from that first sprint. How did you do? What all did you get accomplished? I hope you were able to get some good points for your leveling up. I was able to get to 44% in A Vow So Bold and Deadly for our book club. I am, like I said, almost halfway, and wow, I can't wait to get my thoughts on this. I posted last week's thoughts. I can't wait to tell you this week's thoughts, and oh my gosh. So I did that. I got my daily journal done in my little book here. And what else? I logged a book that I finished and put it in the readathon I'm doing on Lexi's channel, and did the book club post because you guys need to know what I think in these chapters. And that's what I did for this sprint. So let me know below how you did. And I am going to go ahead and get that video going for us. 10 minutes of it anyway. So get out your sheet. I hope this answers questions as we go. Like I said, you can ask more below. And let me know what you think. I try to make it kind of fun and not super boring, but enjoy. Okay, here we go. So we have here the D&D adulting spreadsheet. You can print this in black and white. Pink is the original color I created it in, but anything that you want, feel free to do. Now we're going to start with this top portion. Obviously, super easy to fill out and can be filled out at any time. So for example, my character's name will be Aaron. I've just always liked that name. Whenever I do get to play D&D, which isn't as often as I'd like, I usually go with Aaron. And she's typically a sorceress. I like having all the powers and staying towards the back where it's nice and safe. I'm starting out at a level 0. And for race, I tend to like the Shoanti, just because they're a kind of tribe where they have tattoos all over their body and they end up being, super elite and really close to their tribal members. Shoanti actually are a part of the Pathfinder versus D&D, but again, this is all for fun, you guys. Make up a race, be a unicorn. I mean, if you can be a unicorn, be a unicorn. So totally up to you on how you want to do that. Make it yours. Color this how you want it. Just make it yours. So next we're going to go ahead and move on down to here. So here are the items you're going to list that you're doing, and that's after you've completed them. All of these must be done inside of watching sprints on the 3 main channels. Myself at Aubrey Books and Coffee, at Kim's from Whimsical Narratives, and Sam, Yarn Reader. So one of those 3, have our videos up in the background, have our sprints up in the background. You don't have to be there live to do this. It can be watching after the fact, but definitely have those up so that you're, doing it with us, so to speak, and it helps the other creators to get the algorithm so other people can find them and things like that. So it helps everybody and kind of gets our community closer together. So while you have those videos going and those sprints going in the background and you're doing items, you will fill it out here. So let's go ahead and do that now. couple of quick things. Down below, you'll find a link to the Google Drive. In this Google Drive are several different sheets. One is the D&D Sprint sheet info, which has basic info for you to look at and to help you out, and links to the channels I mentioned. Also, there is a point breakdown. Now, this is just what I did from the very beginning, so 100% guys, go with what you want. This is all for fun because we get tired of adulting. We get burnt out with adulting. We get worn down with adulting. If you can turn it into a game, it just kind of brings that spark back into your life, and it encourages you with all the different areas that you need to fill up to get points to do things that maybe you take for granted, like spending time with friends, spending time with family, or maybe there's cobwebs that you've been trying to ignore for a while, but now they're hanging real low. So things like that. It's just meant to kind of help you along the way, to not feel overwhelmed, to make it a little more fun, and maybe do some things you didn't do before that you have been neglecting. So these are just guidelines. They're not set in stone. Do not let these trip you up. And I didn't think of everything there is in the world. So just kind of go off of it and have fun with it. So since we did some dishes, here I did list dishes as an option, and it's worth 2 points. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write down that I did dishes while watching those sprints, and I get 2 points for it, which means out of the 20 I need to be able to work on leveling up, I have completed 2. You don't have to fill this all out. This, you can do just the point plus 2 here, or you can do just the bubbles. I do both because some people like to bubble in, like me. Some people just want a visual. So however you want to do it, that's for you. Now, whenever you go to this sheet that I mentioned that's in the Google Drive, it kind of tells you a breakdown of what the different skills are. So dexterity is increased by cleaning. Well, dishes was definitely cleaning. So here under the skill, I'm trying to level up my dexterity. Well, let's not stop here. There's plenty more sprints to go on. So let's see what else we can do today. Okay, so we got to do some laundry. Hooray for laundry. So again, we put down laundry here. Ignore my handwriting, it's not amazing. It's also filling in decks. So I just cheat and do that. And when you look at your list, it's also listed. Laundry's worth 2 points. So I'm going to give myself 2 points here. Now, because these are both decks, I just ignore this row of bubbles right here. I'm going to continue bubbling in up here because you only need 20 to be able to start leveling up. So that was laundry. There's still more sprinting. What else can we do? So I killed it with the cleaning today. I also did some floors, which according to our list here is worth 2 points. So again, that's cleaning for dexterity, 2 points. I get to bubble in another 2. Hooray! Okay, so that wraps up our 10-minute little break that we had here. I hope you've enjoyed it thus far. There's more to follow. So let's go ahead and dive into our 45-minute sprint of goodness that we're going to have. And then we'll come back and continue the video. I am getting my little Fitbit ready. Happy reading, everyone. Happy productivity. I will see you back here in 45 minutes. All right, and we are back from the second sprint, and I have a Stevie who decided he absolutely had to be on my lap at this moment. So there you go. I got to 7% in this Ravenous Fate. It's that ARC copy I have through NetGalley. It's intriguing. It's very feels mafia-esque, but with vampires, and oh my goodness, it's just really interesting. I also did my daily Duolingo, and I watered plants. I started laundry, got dishes done. So I'm just killing it with the Fab Five, which is perfect because we have the D&D video. So let me know below how you did on that sprint. And I'm going to go ahead and get our 10-minute discussion time going with the next part of the video. Enjoy. I also was able to clean the bathrooms. Oh my gosh, did they need that? Oh, that was so gross. Now, because bathrooms are incredibly difficult, we have bathrooms here for 3 points. You better believe it. I need extra points for all of that. And so you will have to complete 2 rows in order to be able to get that quest. That's also here on the D&D sheet. It talks about it takes 20 points to earn a level in your skill. Okay, so again, that's broken down for you there. So we're almost halfway to needing a quest, and I'll get into that when we finish. Along with the bathrooms, I also did some picking up around the house, which again was super needed. Picking up is 2 points. So again, for dexterity, 2 points, 1 and 2, almost there. And then I also did a little bit of dusting. Now, dusting is not on this list. So, but again, I kind of do a generic, any other cleaning is 2 points. So we will do a +2 here. And this is not all meant to be filled out in one day, okay? This is several days. So what you can do is use the extra blanks here to continue logging where you're at, or you can do a whole separate sheet for each day and then add them all together. You can do little sticky notes that shows that you're continuing, or some people have just taken this as kind of a base framework and then they use a bullet journal to actually create a page that works better for their tracking. However you want to do it, this is not meant to add another stressor to your life. It's meant to be fun. So make it your own, and then please share with us in the Discord because I've loved seeing the pictures there. Feel free to ask any questions there because someone's always available and ready to give you answers, and join us for that. So for the sake of this walkthrough, I didn't completely get all the bubbles filled here with all of the cleaning projects, but let's say I did. Let's say I finally finished all 20. And I was ready now for a quest in dexterity. Well, now you get to have the fun choice. You get to go to myself, the Quest Queen at Aubrey Books and Coffee, or you can go to the Quest Librarian, Kim from Whimsical Narratives, or you can go to the Quest Witch, Sam from Yarn Reader. And what you'll do is you will contact that individual and say, "Hi, I just finished my 20th point in dexterity. Will you please give me a quest?" And all three of our quests are individualized. So no quest will look identical to every person, and each item and skill that you're leveling up will look different. So what you ask for a quest in Dex will look different whenever you do it for, say, Constitution. More on that later. So anyway, you go and you ask that quest person of your choice. They will give you a quest. When you've completed that quest and reported back, the quest giver will give you a bonus 10 points. I'm just putting my bonus points here. You can put them in the hearts, you can put them up here. Literally make this sheet your own, everyone. But once you get those bonus 10 points, you also get a level up. So when you go over here, you see where it says dexterity? You're now a level 1 dexterity. That's exciting. Isn't that great? Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun already. So now that you've got level 1 in dexterity, and remember you have these lovely bonus 10 points here, now what you get to do is decide, do I want to use these 10 points in one of these other categories that maybe I'm not as good working on? So obviously cleaning, I have to get done. It gets done fairly regularly, and I can knock out 20 points pretty easily. But I think one of the things I'm really bad at, honestly, is reading a lot of nonfiction. I don't read a lot of nonfiction. So I think what I'm gonna do, just to be on the safe side, is to potentially put my 10 points over in here. And what that's going to do, because this is your wisdom, see how they're next to each other? This is your wisdom. What that's going to do with my extra 10 points, and I'm just putting it there. Again, you do not have to do that. You guys make this sheet your own. But what that's going to do is now, whenever I get points for reading nonfiction, I don't have to read 20 full points worth. I only have to read 10 points worth, and that just takes a huge load off, so I know that it'll be a whole lot easier for me to be able to level up my wisdom as well as these others that maybe aren't as difficult for me. I hope that made sense. Let me know if it didn't. We're going to continue now and watch some more sprints and work on another category. Okay, so now we're going to work on our strength, wanting to level that up, which gets leveled up by workouts. So let's get busy working out. All right, so there we go. We did a nice strength training upper body workout. So I'm just gonna say, I worked out my arms with dumbbells because I'll want to know later what I did. And when you go to that sheet that's on the Google Drive, it looks like for upper body, you get 2 points. Woohoo! This time though, it is working on my strength. So I have strength there now, but I get my +2. And I get to bubble in 2. And much like the cleaning one, this does not all have to be done the same day. Break this up, everyone. Let this be at your own pace. So let's pretend I also did some lower body training, some of those dreaded squats. Pretend I logged in on the line and I bubble in. I did some walking or running. I logged it on the line. I've bubbled it in. Any other workouts, kickboxing, yoga, goodness, even the stretching, because one day a week you're supposed to take it off and you're supposed to relax and you're supposed to get in some good stretches. So we will pretend like that's the last one we did. Whew, we are getting in shape, everybody. So we've now finished 20 points. So like last time, you're going to go to one of those 3 quest givers, myself, Kim, or Sam. You're going to say, I got 20 points in strength. I'm ready for my quest. You will complete that quest and you will be awarded 10 points. So again, fill this out however you want. And then again, I'm going to look over and I'm going to say, all right, now I am a level 1 in strength. I love that. And again, I don't do a lot of nonfiction, but I have those extra 10 points from my quest, so I'm just going to use that. And guess what? I'm level 1 in my wisdom category, even if I haven't done a quest specific to it, even if I haven't read any nonfiction yet. The bonus points are just that. They're bonuses for you to use how you want. So bam, I am already there at a level 1 wisdom. This is amazing. I feel like I am winning. All right, so I hope that made sense. So next, let's talk about the cooking category, right? Some of our meal prep, things like that for our constitution. So for this, again, it can be actual cooking, baking, however you want to do it. For any other kind of cooking chore, I say basically it's 2 points. So we'll say for constitution +2 right there. But again, there's meal prep. That's also listed here. There's grocery shopping, finishing at least 3 to-dos that have to do with any kind of putting away food, cleaning the fridge. I mean, anything that has to do around food, okay? So then you just fill in all of your bubbles again, just like we've been doing all along, and log it in. And I know I'm getting sloppier and sloppier with these filling in of bubbles. This is why, and I'm going to date myself here, but once upon a time there were tests called Scantrons, and they were green and white, and you would bubble in your answer, and the teacher would take them and scan them in, and that's how you got your grade on the test on how your Scantron scored you. So just a fun little fact for you. Okay, so there's the fun little history lesson for you there, just in case you were not in the know. Now you know. Stevie's still in my lap, obviously, and it's time for bathing, which means we should probably go into our 3rd sprint, right? Like this is the perfect time to do that. That way he'll get a little sprint ambiance while he's bathing, and I can get some stuff done, and you as well. So see you back here in 45, everyone, for our 3rd sprint. Happy reading, happy productivity. And we are back from our third sprint. How did everyone do on that sprint? I rotated laundry. I had some lovely cat cuddles, which turned into now them doing their zoomies. So I'm sorry if you hear them running back and forth, making just a mess of everything, as cats do. And I also was able to get to 12% in this Ravenous Fate. And oh my gosh, I am liking this so much, even at just 12%, that I ran to Goodreads just to see if she's written anything else. She has not yet, but I went ahead and sent her a friend request because I'm like, I want to know, like, this is so good. I am loving this. Oh my gosh, it is so good. All right. Again, it's only 12%, but still, I take it as a good sign. This may be a 5-star for me. Depends on where it goes. Depends if she can stick that landing. I'm really hoping she can because, oh my gosh, it is so good. All right, so I think I harped on that enough. Without further ado, let's continue our video watching. All right, so we got to 20. What are we gonna do? Say it with me. We're now going to contact Tiara at Aubrey Books and Coffee, or Kim, or Sam, and we're going to get that quest. And then again down here, I'm sorry I haven't said this the whole time, but you can put down here what your specific quests were that you did for each person. I have 3 here so that you can do it by, you know, the quest librarian, the quest queen, or the quest witch. I tried to make the little images to kind of match librarian, queen, witch. But yeah, you can put down there what you want and, you know, who or what they gave you. So you can say, for the librarian, I got a quest in dexterity, and this is what I did. And from the queen, I got a quest on strength, and here's what I did. And the quest witch, I got a quest on constitution, and here's what I did. So you can just kind of record that, or you can completely ignore it and use this for extra space to add in all of the stuff you do during sprints. So it's totally up to you. As I've said all along, make this sheet your own. So I got to the 20, I did my quest, I have a bonus 10 points. Where am I gonna put those bonus 10 points? Well, I've already now gotten level 1 in Constitution because I did great with cooking and with my, you know, meal preps and everything and grocery shopping. So what am I gonna put those 10 points in? I think I'll probably do the nonfiction again. Can you tell I don't do a lot with nonfiction? So we'll put the bonus 10 points there. All right, so I hope that's made sense thus far. I apologize if not. I'm happy to answer any questions, and so are Kim and Sam. Now let's move on to the next one, which is reading fiction, which is super easy for me, of course. I review 20 plus books every month on my channel. Love, love, love fiction, and that will raise up my intelligence. So again, during sprints, all those times that you guys get to report back after a half-hour sprint, or my favorite, 45 minutes or an hour-long sprint, you get to report back and say, and you can actually put whatever you want here. You can say, I was reading my fantasy book, or you can say, I was reading a specific book. So we'll say, Strange the Dreamer. However you wish to record it, you get to decide how that goes in there. Reading fiction is always 2 points. Now this is not per book. Just like nonfiction, 2 points is not per book. This is per at least half hour that you spent doing this reading. So if thus far you've not been doing it that way, that's my fault for not being clear on it. Give yourself those extra points. But you do get that. So obviously I've filled this out, so all the bubbles are filled, and so if it was me, I would each day probably get myself a new sheet so I could keep bubbling, because I do love the bubbling. But for now, we'll say I did the first half hour, and I'll force bubbles here. Then I did another half hour, and I'll do bubbles here. And then I did another half hour, because I love to read, and then another half hour, love to read, and so on. And then throughout the day, as you're, you know, listening to audiobook and you have the sprints up in the background going, because remember, it has to be during our videos, okay? But you can have them going on in the background of your phone, you can have them going on in the background of your tablet, you can have them going on in the background of your TV, however you want to do it, but please don't put me on HD. That's all I ask. Then once you get to those 20, you know what I'm about to say. You go to the quest givers, you get your quest, you complete that quest, and you get a bonus 10 points. And over here, for your intelligence, you've now gotten to level 1 in your intelligence. And again, I have the extra 10 points. I'm going to use that for not doing any nonfiction reading. I'm now a level 2. That's right. That's how I roll. All right, so moving on, let's go to, obviously if you do read nonfiction, you'll fill it out exactly like you did the fiction. For the calling, visiting a friend, and this is also family member, this will help our charisma. I love this one because sometimes, like I said before, we take it for granted. So this can be literally anything that you do. So if you call your bestie, okay, so here on the sheet it shows family friend is 3 points. So I called my bestie, +3. I hung out and talked with my kid, Katie, +3. You know what? I actually made it to a live event of these sprints, and I chatted with sprint friends. That counts, guys. 1, 2, 3. I went on Facebook and I liked and commented on several of my friends' posts. That's 3 points. I wrote a letter. I know, seems very old-fashioned, but I did. In fact, it was a thank you card, and that gives me 3 points. I took a walk with a friend. Oh, here's where it gets real fun, you guys. If you walk with friend or family member, you get the +3 for hanging out. But guess what else walking is, everybody? Right? Right? You also get some workout points. So here's where it's nice having this skill listed here, because I'll say this was charisma, but it was also in this instance strength, which that gives me +2. So you can see how this can quickly fill up and you can double up on things, and it can be a lot of fun. So again, you make this your own. Once you get to 20, you get your quests, you complete the quest, you've now gotten level 1, and you got bonus 10 points, which if I want it to be cleaner, I guess I could do that. And again, I can put those 10 points anywhere. So now here's where it gets a little bit more complicated, but I think a lot more fun. So bear with me on this, okay? Because here's where it all comes out and matters. You've gotten a level up, at least 1. Here's 2, which is so funny. But at least 1 in every single star category. You go to the top of your sheet, you're no longer a level 0. You're now a level 1 sorceress, or whatever you chose to be. And then when you get 2s in every single star, you'll be a level 2. 3s in every single star, a level 3. 4s in every single star, a level 4. Does that make sense? And why this is important is because you get prizes. You get fun little stickers. This is the part that I love so much, because I am just gaga for, any kind of prize or sticker. Gift giving is my love languages. I just have such a good time. If you do our readathon, you actually get a bookmark, and I'm so excited about these bookmarks, everyone. I'll be revealing those a little bit later. You'll be the first to get to see them, but you will have a bookmark that has circles at the bottom of it, and that's where you'll put these stickers that I'm going to talk about now. Or you can put them in your notebook, you can put them on your sheet, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm sure your handwriting's much better, and yours looks a lot better than this does. But you'll just end up using those stickers to kind of help encourage you on the way. It rewards you for being a part of our community. It rewards you for being a trooper and making sure all of these are taken care of. Because even if you do just bonus points in something that you're maybe not the strongest in, working out, nonfiction, whatever it may be, at some point, theoretically, it's going to make you think, you know what, I've really enjoyed my free ride here, but I should probably read a nonfiction book. And you will. You'll read something. I know you guys. You will. So it's just nice and fun without hopefully any pressure, and you just have a good time doing it. So basically what you'll do is you will message me, please, to let me know my character is a sorceress and she's now a level 1. Or my character is a bard and is now a level 2. You just kind of let me know in general, because it will determine some of the D&D type sticker I send to you, and it will determine what kind of level up sticker you get. Now with this, with these stickers, while we're still a small channel, I'm going to be sending them out with your readathon bookmarks that finally arrived. Hooray! And so you'll have all of that with you in a fun little packet that you can put together yourself. For those who did not participate in the readathon, you will just get the stickers for as long as I can afford to do it, because let's face it, stamps are going up yet again. They're almost $1 per stamp now. So, and this is all a free channel, always going to be a free channel. So unfortunately, I am limited with my budget, but I will try to send those out physically anytime I can. Typically around February and March, whenever I do the readathon send out stuff. But otherwise, if you're happy just to receive it digitally, I'll send you the stickers digitally. And whenever we do get bigger where I can't afford to do it that way anymore physically, I'll still send them out, but send them out digitally. So I hope this has made sense. Please let me know if you have any other questions. Don't hesitate, no stupid questions. I'm happy to answer them. I hope this walkthrough was a little bit more thorough than the previous one, and I'm just excited to have you here, everyone. You are just such a beautiful community, and I have so much fun being around you guys, and I can't wait to see what the next few years bring us, and take care. All right, but it's not over yet. We're going to go into our fourth sprint for 45 minutes. And then when we come back, there's a little bonus clip at the end for everybody to watch with revealing the bookmark and sticker. So do stay tuned for that. Or if you can't, fast forward so you can see it, because of course this isn't live. So you can absolutely fast forward or rewind and pause in the video for whatever you end up needing to do. So anyway, I hope all of that did make sense. Let me know below if you have any other questions. The full video that you just saw, plus the little bit that you'll see in a little bit, are all going to be in a video by itself that's going to go out on the 29th of this month. So you'll be able to reference that. I'll have links every time in my sprints and other videos to it, so you can always access it, and the Google Drive and everything else. So stay tuned for that. And I think that about covers it. So let's do our last sprinting session, everyone. Happy reading, happy productivity. All right, I have a Stevie in my lap again. He's napping so good. So that was the end of our last sprint for today. Okay, you're going to leave now? Say goodbye. All right, so like I said, I have just one more little bit of that video to share with you all. In that sprint, I got some water, I got a little walk in, obviously snuggled with Stevie, got to 19% in this Ravenous Fate. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Now, again, I'm not even 20% into it, but oh my gosh, it is so good. I had to run to Goodreads and friend request the author. I mean, oh my gosh, it is so good. Anyway, tonight we are actually going to be celebrating because I am recording this on Saturday, May 4th, which is May the 4th be with you. So tonight we are going to be going to a local club that's doing Star Wars Trivia Night. I know I'm a nerd, but I completely embrace that. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. And then this weekend's just going to be, kind of nice and relaxed with that. So again, make sure to tell me below what your plans were and enjoy the last of the video. And thank you all for being here. Have a fabulous rest of your week and weekend, and I will see you next Friday. Now's the part where I am so excited to share with you the finished, finally arrived bookmark that my daughter Katie actually completely drew on her own for you guys for this readathon. And it'll go nicely hand in hand with finishing the D&D adulting spreadsheet. So that's why it's a part of this video. Without further ado, here's the bookmark. What do you think, huh? Isn't that lovely? She did so good. I am so proud of her. Everybody needs a book dragon. And of course, we have a couple of titles on there. I'm a huge Sarah J. Maas fan, so she blessed me with getting several of those on there. And of course, Legendborn is another fabulous book that I love to showcase each February. So that's on there. And it is, of course, the ABC-a-thon. That is the name of it. So we had to do that. And then her little signature there as an artist, she's on Instagram as well. She goes by Toasty Bagels. So in case you want to go follow her and see her. Now, I know you're probably wondering what these circles down below are. Well, I'm glad you asked, because here's the thing. I love prizes. I love checking off the boxes. I love getting all of the things, right? And so for me, I am excited because I really, really, really want to put stickers on my bookmark. Yes, stickers. Each one has its own message. So we have this one up here, if I can get this focused really good, that says 2023 with a magnifying glass. If you participated last year in the readathon, you will get that sticker. If you participated in the readathon this year, you'll get this sticker that shows 2024. If you got the answer correct and finished the whole thing, being able to tell with the clues who killed who and where and with what weapon, you will get a trophy. If you participated last year, you will be getting 2 trophies in the mail. And then each of these stickers actually has to do with the D&D stuff itself. We have a sticker that is for if you complete a quest by the Queen. I know it's hard to make these out. You'll see them better when they're in person. If you got a quest by the Quest Witch. If you got a quest that you completed by the Quest Librarian. If you leveled up your strength. If you leveled up your wisdom. If you leveled up your charisma, and so on and so on. You will get a little message that will explain each and every one of these. I know they're kind of hard to make out. I'm sorry. They had to be small because they're going to fit on your bookmark. The bookmark's also 2-sided, so you have, 12 total circles that you can put your little stickers on. And each year I hope to make a new bookmark. Now, if we do get large enough that we'll have over 50 people that participate, I can no longer afford to send all these physically. So instead, you'll get them digitally, but you can absolutely, full permission, you're allowed to print them off and make them your own and enjoy continuing to sticker it up. If you are a regular on the channel, the longer you're here, the more times you get entered into my drawings. And if you ever win a drawing, at that time, I will ask you, would you like a physical copy of the bookmark and stickers? And if it's a yes, I'm mailing something to you anyway. I am more than happy to go ahead and print those off and get them ready for you and send them to you. So Have no fear. You should be able to get in one way or the other. I am so excited to finally share this with you all.